Good to see you guys again. Hopefully you guys are smiling over the camera. And today I'm gonna talk about Bitcoins and their meltdown. Stay tuned.
Shall we begin?
Hi guys, welcome to SimpleChew. I'm your host Hank. And today we're gonna be talking about the Bitcoin meltdown. So as of January 17 today, I noticed that Bitcoin hit a record low of under 10,000 according to the Yahoo Finance. And that's kind of crazy because a couple weeks ago, it was like 21,000 per Bitcoin. And now it's under 10. It's just insane. And there's a couple of reasons that they are going down. And I want to explain why I think, in my personal opinion, why they are going down. Reason number one. There's a lot of young investors that are putting a lot of money into Bitcoin without actually knowing what Bitcoin really is. A bunch of these young investors don't really know the value of Bitcoin because it's really not regulated by the government or any identity that actually knows the true value of this. And if you throw just money into it, it just creates this hype to the value of Bitcoin, making it rise because demand is getting higher and there's not a lot of supply. There's only gonna be 21 million Bitcoins. And when this happens, a lot of speculators and herd kind of mentality starts to focus on these type of investment vehicles that will rise the prices in the market will shift and follow it. So that's why Mr. Market goes crazy and marks it a lot higher. And when it creates this bubble, and when the bubble bursts and it melts, this is what happens. People who bought it at 21, they lost half their money in a couple of days. Just insane. Reason number two, not a lot of the big players in the investment world is actually investing on Bitcoin, which is kind of troublesome for investors who are really conservative. I'm talking about like Warren Buffett, Gary Vee, even though he did say that he invested, but not a substantial lot of money. I think he put like 25,000. A lot of the big guys are not really putting a lot of money into Bitcoin, which if they're not into it, if they don't understand what's going on, it's not a really good idea to invest in something these big players are throwing their money quickly enough. So I think that's one of the reasons that Bitcoin is actually going down, because as all these young and speculators were investing on it, they were hoping for bigger players to throw money into it so it would maintain that balance of 20, maybe going to 25,000 per Bitcoin. But because they're actually looking down to it and not really appreciating what Bitcoin is all about, Bitcoin actually loses his hype, and the market actually adjusts to the proper value of it, which I think in around 6 months is gonna be around 5,000, and hopefully it doesn't go down, but that's my prediction, and that's what my reason. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully going over the two reasons that I think that Bitcoins are actually going down in value makes sense, and hopefully a lot of people don't start just throwing their investments and their savings to Bitcoins, especially with an investment instrument like this that nobody understands, not even the government understands. It's really not smart, it's really irresponsible to do it. And hopefully we learn something about it, because it happens so quick, and that's exactly how the stock market works. When something is so hyped, people will throw money. Speculators, the herd mentality, would start throwing money to something that is really hot, make the price go up, and then when the market adjusts, everybody loses their money. In this case, people lost more than half their money, and it's just insane how quickly it was, just in a couple of weeks, like a month, and people lost a lot of money. So also remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram at Real SimpleChew, and always remember, keep it simple.